What I'm about to tell you should be of great concern.
There is a lot of misinformation and fear-mongering in that video that we should really talk about. But I get where he was coming from. He is concerned that there is technically a way that social conservatives could utilize certain powers in order to marginalize our LGBTQ community in the same ways or worse ways that they do in the United States. But that literally cannot happen here. It is absolutely impossible for so many reasons. So not only would you need half of the provinces to approve of it, which makes up 50% of the Canadian population, but you'd also need to pass it in the House of Commons and in the Senate. And I know you said that the Senate was stacked by Stephen Harper, but that is not the case. There are way more Senate appointees by Trudeau than by Harper. And Trudeau also depoliticized the Senate, getting rid of the Liberal Senators group. And because of that, only 15 senators directly count themselves as Conservative Party members. Also, he said that Quebec has a conservative government. The CAQ and the Bloc are conservative-ish, but they're also socialist-ish. Quebec does not fit into the left-right dynamic as many other provinces do. Quebec would never, ever go for this. And as conservative as Doug Ford is, he would also never go for this because it would automatically mean that he would lose his next election. He would have zero chance at getting reelected. And without either of these two provinces, it just doesn't work. Also, once again, from a politics perspective, Pierre Poilievre would never do this. It would not be valuable to him. He would not want to be a one-term prime minister to attack the LGBTQ community. Pierre Poilievre is much more likely to say things that are damaging, not actually enacting laws that are damaging. That doesn't mean that he can't inflict harm in some ways, but it wouldn't be through changing the Constitution. Also, the Charter of Rights and Freedoms is a thing. The Supreme Court of Canada would not allow any change to our Constitution that would make it illegal to be gay or otherwise. Canada is not America. We still have to be concerned about certain things. There are still attacks currently on trans children in this country, but they are not the same as they are in the States. They will never get to that extent. And even though the Conservative Party passed some grassroots resolutions that are anti-trans, specifically targeting children, Pierre made it very clear before the policy convention that it is his right as leader to pick and choose what will be policy for the party for the elections. And I think he knows that that will not win him suburban votes, the votes that he needs to actually beat Trudeau. Because there are a lot of models where the Conservatives could be polling at 37%, the Liberals polling at 32 or 33%, and Trudeau could still match or surpass Pierre's seat count. Pierre can be as popular as he wants in Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and the Atlantics, but he needs more seats in Ontario and Quebec, and attacking the LGBTQ community would not be advantageous to him. And also, besides the fact that Pierre voted against gay marriage multiple times, we don't even know if Pierre is still currently anti-LGBTQ. I would assume so, but we can't necessarily state that as a fact. Just like as much as Trudeau tries to be an ally, we can't say for a fact that he isn't homophobic or transphobic. I don't think that he is, but we can't say that for a fact. And regardless of what these two political leaders' personal opinions are, no matter what, more than anything else, they want the power. They want to be the leader. They want to be the prime minister. And they wouldn't risk losing that and potentially destroying the country over a constitutional change.